Hey, you guys. So as we are approaching the Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's holiday time, I just wanted to remind us all that there are some people, a lot of people, if not everyone, that the holiday season tends to conjure up some feelings of sadness, of missing loved ones that have passed on to the next leg of their journey in this crazy thing called life. There are memories that are held deep inside of us that no one can take from us. They belong to us. Some good, some not so good. But certainly during the holiday season, there are a lot of feelings and emotions and just stuff that comes rising to the surface. Maybe it's that you smell a certain pie and it reminds you of your grandmother. Maybe you see someone who's bagged a deer and it makes you think of your grandpop. Or maybe you see little kids dressed up and it takes you back to that time when both of your parents were living, or when your daughter or your son was that size and dressed up just like that. Or maybe it takes you to a time for soldiers who were in another country fighting for our freedom this time last year, and maybe it wasn't so jolly of an experience. I just want for each of us to take some time as the hustle and the bustle of getting the ham and the turkey and the dressing and the cranberry sauce and hanging the wreaths and the mistletoe and putting the tree together, that this time is not always so great for people. And that when you wish somebody happy holidays or happy Thanksgiving or Merry Christmas or whatever it is that you say, if they begin to share with you a thought or a memory, I just want to challenge us to take the time to listen. It might be the only thing that they're holding on to this holiday season that's bringing them even an ounce of joy. You know, I can't even fathom the pain that some folks are going through this holiday season. Maybe it's the very first Thanksgiving that their loved one isn't here walking around on this earth. Or maybe it's the 59th Christmas that they've celebrated, remembering that baby that they carried within them. It could be all kinds of things, guys. I'm always up front with you if I'm gonna pray, or if I'm going to share my thoughts on God. I am telling you now that if that makes you uncomfortable, that the whole first part of that is for you too. But I certainly want to pray for all of us. And so I thought maybe you could join me. Is that cool? Okay. Abba, thank you so much that we're not alone. Thank you so much that we have each other to journey through this crazy thing called life with. Thank you that we're never alone, even when other people aren't around us, that you will never, ever, ever not be here within us. Thank you for the precious memories that we carry of our loved ones, of spouses, of children, of parents. Whether those memories were peppered with even horrible things that happened, thank you for the one or two good memories that we can hold on to. In this holiday season, Father, may we be so aware of each other, and to take the time to see each other and to really look into the lives of the people that we pass, and to listen when we're given the opportunity for someone in our path to share a precious memory. For all the people that the holiday season is not bringing beautiful feelings up within them, I just claim peace and rest and joy and forgiveness. I know there's a lot of stuff out there that's happened to us when we were little, in our teenage years, in our adulthood, that maybe we're still holding on to, and maybe even it's tied to this holiday season time. And so when it comes around, man, we just feel like crap and we're pissed. I pray for peace, true peace. Not all this peace on earth mumbo jumbo that we get caught up in trying to pray for peace in a faraway land. I pray for peace in this faraway land, in the home that we've ran from. Thank you, Father, that we're never far from home because you are home. You are the ultimate dad. And even if we find ourselves, maybe there's someone out there who has a horrible memory of their father, that they would be able to see your loving compassion and kindness that you give to us day in and day out. They wouldn't be distracted by the rumors of who you are and that you're a judge and that you're ready to judge. But no, you are Abba, Father, Daddy. For the one who is hurting and is holding on to just whatever that means for the person listening to this, that they would translate that to the that they're feeling tonight, and that you would just make them aware, that they would be willing to be aware of your presence, and that from the tip of their head, where their mind resides, to the middle of their body, where their heart resides, all the way to the bottom of their feet, where the foundation for their life resides, that you would begin to just remind them that you weren't a part of the bad things that have happened to them, that you didn't intend for those things to happen, and that you were never, ever, ever not with them, that in the middle of their pain that you were there. Thank you so much that you were always there. During this holiday season, thank you so much that you are always there. And for the one who is missing their loved one, I immediately ask for remembrance of the most special time that they ever experienced with the child in their womb, with the baby in their arms, laying in their father's arms, laying in their mother's arms, that vacation that they went on, that you would begin to just recall right now the most precious memory that they've ever had with the one that they miss. And if it's not just one memory, bring multiple memories and just let them be bombarded with the beauty of that connection. And that as they go throughout this holiday season, that they would be aware that death, not even death, can separate us. That they would be aware that life doesn't just hypercombust, but that life always has been, is, and will always be, and that their loved one is deep within them, in the core of the oneness of who we are, and the oneness of who that person is, and the oneness of who you are, and how it's all really the same exact thing. I pray for compassion, that our hearts would be unlocked for the lives around us, that we would literally unbuckle the chains that we have placed around our hearts to keep people out, that we would open it just a bit and allow each other in. Thank you for who you are. in us. Thank you for who we are in you. And thank you that there is nothing that we can do to earn your love. And there's nothing we can do to lose your love. What an amazing foundation to stand on. That is like super, super awesome news. Thank you for the salvation of your love. Thank you that in our deepest, darkest hour, that in that moment where we just can't take another freaking breath, that you're our breath. That when we forget how to believe in you, that your belief in us trumps it all. So for Thanksgiving and Christmas and the New Year and every single day to come, my heart is that we would be awakened, aware, and totally in love with those we come in contact with. God, you rock. Thank you for all that you do for us. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Amen. Okay, there you go. Just want to share my heart with you. Hope you have an amazing night. Fix taking my kids to get some grub.